it going? Let's have a little look at the month of March and what it might have in store for us. So we start with the sign of Pisces, and then we move into the sign of Aries as we come towards the end of the month. So it may be more significant if you're born in this month. Let's see. I'm also going to extend this over on YouTube, okay? So if you want to listen to me for a bit longer or dig a little bit deeper, the link is in my bio. Also, you can book a private reading. There's a link in my bio as well. All right, March, come on. What have you got for us? What's coming up in the month ahead? Oh, the Star. That's a nice card to see. Okay. All right, so we open with the Queen of Cups. So this is usually a feminine energy, and it's very much an energy of being empathic, tuning into other people's energy. It can represent somebody that is in like a profession of like nursing or teaching or caregiving or healing or something like that. So it could be also that you're feeling in the month of March very like in touch with your emotions, very in touch with your intuition, very much like wanting to help other people. With that card, remember to fill up your own cup as well, okay? It's very important that you can't be pouring from an empty cup, okay? So you've got to think about yourself as well. Followed by the Star, which is a really nice card to see because it's about wish fulfillment. It's about dreams coming sort of true and things really starting to unfold in your favour that you've been hoping for. And then with the Knight of Swords here, it feels as if there's some kind of action to be taken. Now, this can be you taking some kind of action to, you know, pursue something, to move something forward. But as it's followed by the Knight of Cups, I would say it's more likely that we're seeing some kind of action from a masculine energy that wants to come in and make you some kind of offer. So he's coming in on his white horse. Technically, you know, Prince Charming on his white horse, ready to sweep you off your feet. Is he going to do that? I don't know, because the Knight energy can be an immature energy. It can be someone that's offering you something, but it's almost like they're more caught up in the idea of romance than they are of actually following through. So it'll be interesting to see what that cup is all about. With that situation, you're being guided to trust your intuition. The High Priestess here, it's saying that you don't need to pursue this. You don't need to kind of like put too much energy towards this. Yes, you can see what they've got to offer. Yes, you can see what they've got to say, but trust your intuition on it and whether you feel like their actions are going to match their words on this one. We've then got some kind of obstacle or conflict, which could be involving an older male figure around you. Okay, so this could be like father, brother, uncles. That could be family related. It could be something within the workplace as well. There's something about obstacles to be overcome here with an older male figure. And it can be somebody that is very abundant, you know, very wealthy. They've done very well for themselves. And it can be linked to family in the father line or like the male line of a family situation. So keep that in mind. Okay, then we've got like some kind of spontaneous action around like making a fresh start or a new beginning. Now this can be about travel, so it could be that you spontaneously decide to take a trip this month, that you're planning like a around the world trip or something on like a bigger scale than that. There's definitely new horizons involved, and with the Page of Wands, it's like something that you're really excited about, something that you feel quite passionate about. So it could be like a trip to go to see someone, or you're just planning to go on your travels and like see as much of the world as you can. The overall energy really is around transformation, because with this Death card, it's not a physical death, but it's certainly like closing one chapter to begin a new one, or the transformation of you as a person, or the transformation of a situation. With the Ten of Swords here, it's definitely kind of like, it could be an ego death, it could be an ending. It's not a physical death, don't panic, but it's an ending or something. It's about closing a cycle out, closing something out, putting an end to something in order to transform the situation or to transform yourself. Because then you've got abundance, you've got like wish fulfillment, you've got abundance, you've got abundance in all areas, like love, happiness, finance, and it's almost like you can take your pick then. You've got a lot more options that start to present themselves. Sometimes we need to clear some space energetically. So whether that's sort of cutting off people or situations, or giving ourselves more time, you know, to rest and relax and stuff like that. But there needs to be some space made. And this is going to happen by closing out a cycle, because then it's going to open up so many new opportunities and new possibilities here. There is a little bit of stress or worry around you. You're overthinking something. And it's leading you to procrastinate. And you've been doing this for too long. Should I do this? Should I do this? What about this? What about this? Stop all of that. Stop the what if. Make a choice. Move forward with it, and everything will shift. Everything will shift once you've made that choice to make a change, to put something behind you, or to close out some kind of cycle and to move forward. Okay, so this is definitely about forward and not back. We do have a King of Wands energy around you. This could be you setting up your own company, or starting your own business, or having aspirations of like entrepreneur kind of ventures. It could be someone around you like that, because it usually is a masculine energy. So if you're not a masculine energy, it could be someone around you like that. New horizons, old things that don't serve you, you know, it's time to let that go. Whatever this is, this sort of like romance, it could be someone coming back into the picture. Okay, so it's either somebody new. I know it goes without saying, it's either somebody new or someone coming back in. I would lean towards it somebody trying to come back in, but what they have to offer may not, you know, may not wow you. So I hope this helps. Have a great month ahead. If you want to dig a little bit deeper, head over to YouTube and I'll see you there. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper into the month of March and what it may have in store for us. I'm going to use a smaller deck for this one. It is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Let's see if we can explore any of these themes a little bit more closely. Get you a little bit of guidance as to what to expect and what might be upcoming. Definitely feels like a month of change, but actually in a good way, like opening up new avenues and new possibilities. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, so we spoke about at the beginning of the reading, we spoke around this person, this Knight of Cups, trying to come back into your life and potentially sort of like offer you something. And we do have that being backed up with this other deck as well, because this person has still been trying to figure you out. Maybe they've been watching your socials or asking about you, but they've still been trying to sort of like keep a connection of maybe like figuring out what's going on in your life, figuring out sort of how you're feeling or something like that. And then with this Page of Cups, it could be someone that has been in and out previously. This might not be the first time that this has happened. They definitely want some kind of reconciliation with you here with this Ace of Cups. But you're being advised to be in your Queen of Swords energy. So this is very much trusting your head over your heart. Okay, so don't get immediately sucked in by like, I don't know, empty promises or romantic gestures or whatever it might be. It's like, take a minute to actually weigh this up logically. Is this what you want? Does this person have enough to offer you? Is this going to be a repetition? It feels like a fairly long-term connection with this Six of Cups. This is sort of like nostalgia and reminiscing energy. So it's like they've been thinking back. They've maybe been thinking on conversations you've had, on places you've been to, on things you've done together. And they can't let it go. They can't stop thinking about you. And then there feels like maybe there was something you found out that kind of brought all this crashing down. So you might have found out that they weren't being truthful. You might have found out some kind of information that didn't really, you know, impress you or something like that. There was some kind of revelation here, but now they're trying to come in and they're trying to make amends. The Six of Wands does show it can be successful, and then the Four of Wands can be taken as kind of union, commitment, even marriage. So it could even be like repairing a marriage or something like that. For some of you, it's not going to resonate for all of you, but very much trust in your intuition. Trust in your intuition that it's going to move forward fairly quickly. Okay, they're going to really try and pick up the pace on this. So even if there's been like a period of no contact or something like that, it's like suddenly they want to really pick up the pace. What else do we need to know about this? The thing is, they're coming through as the King of Swords, so it's like they don't always show their emotion, but something's going on within them where they've had a bit of a realization, I think. There's a lot of Page energy here. There's a lot of kind of immaturity and maybe like childish behaviour. and kind of back and forth and things like that. The thing is, at the bottom of the deck, you're coming through as the Queen of Pentacles. You're very abundant. You're very successful within your own right. You have got enough money to support yourself. You've potentially got your own place, or, you know, you're doing well for yourself. So it's whether you really want to make space for whatever this is, because it doesn't feel quite enough, if I'm honest. It doesn't feel like whatever this person has been bringing or potentially will be bringing is quite enough for you. And for what you deserve. You know, remember that you should always have yourself on the pedestal. You are the prize. You are worth being pursued. You are worth that attention. Okay, what else do we need to know? Using 3 different decks today. I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm using the Lightseers Tarot. And I'm using the Dark Mansion. That's the smaller deck. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. So it's kind of repeating itself. It's very much around this connection with this Page of Cups. It's been very like wishy-washy, hot and cold, and now they want to go full steam ahead. And there could have been some great big argument, and you've literally like tipped that towel and you've said, no, I've had enough. It's all come crashing down. They've been watching you, you know, they can't let it go. They see you as their soulmate. They see this as a very, very strong connection, and they want another opportunity. And they're coming through as the King of Swords again, so that all 3 decks are sort of repeating the message. And I know this is not a love reading, this is a March reading, but this seems to be what's coming up for the month ahead. It's kind of saying that you'd be better to move on, if I'm honest. You'd be better to move on and move forward rather than go back. It's like keep walking, because what they have to offer you is only going to be disappointing. It's only going to leave you confused. It's only going to leave you waiting. It's going to leave like, yeah. No, you're the Empress. You're the Empress. It's time for new love. It's time for new love now. So whatever this situation is, it's time to close it out. It's time to close it out. So whatever they've got to offer, I just don't think it's going to be enough. Right, what else have we got? Come on. Let's move away from the love situation if we can. Hopefully the whole month isn't going to be consumed with a love situation. Okay. There is new love coming in. Now, whether this is going to be this month or not, I know I said we're trying to move away from the love situation, but it is showing new love on the horizon. So it could be this month or next month, but it is in the near future. And it could be something that you've even been actively manifesting with the Magician here. You could have been manifesting, trying to bring like a new connection into your life. If you're doing this, get very clear on how you want this person to make you feel. The kind of personality traits and qualities they're going to add to your life. The final piece of the puzzle is obviously going to be how they look and the physical attraction and that side of things. But before that, start with how do they make you feel? How do they treat you? What kind of things do you do together? You can even write it down, make a list and just be like, I'm open to receiving and meeting like the person that's right for me. Definitely walking away from that past person for sure. So this new person potentially coming in this month or next. Take a risk on them, take a chance on them, because they might be a little bit different. They're going to be someone quite stable and successful and grounded. They may even be from another country or a different background to you in some way. There could be like quite differences between you, big differences. So it could be age, it could be religion, it could be background, something like that. But it's saying take a chance on this new connection, because it is going to be worthwhile and it is going to be really, really valuable to you. To do this, because it's part of you kind of letting go of the past and moving forward. I'm trying to get past the love situation. I feel like maybe I should just be a love tarot reader. Let's see, come on. What else is there? What else is there that we can know? Okay, there's something definitely about sort of following your passions and your desires and things that excite you and things that make you feel at your best. So like spending time with people that bring the best out in you and sort of following things that you just enjoy doing, that you find fun, that bring out that vibrancy. There feels like there's some kind of financial offer coming in around work as well. Now, this could be a completely new job. So if any of you have been applying for a completely new job or change of career or something, there's definitely like this solid offer coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. And it's going to be a good one, because it's going to leave you in like a really abundant position here with the Nine of Pentacles. And whatever you were doing, you'd been doing it a long time and you were bored of it, and it was starting to weigh you down, and it was just starting to like be like a burden, almost like every day you were waking up like, I just don't want to go, like, I don't want to do this job, I don't want to work at this place, I don't want to be around these people. It was just getting to you, really, really getting to you. But this is going to be successful, and it's going to bring wish fulfillment. It's going to give you this sense of stability, particularly financially. So that is really, really good to see. It could even be going into like a business partnership here, or setting up your own company, but there's definitely like a financial offer. So if it's not a job offer, it's an investment, maybe like someone going into partnership and giving you a financial investment, or you investing in setting up your own business or something like that. One way or the other, there's a lot of success around it. It doesn't come without its obstacles, but I don't feel like they're going to be kind of insurmountable. Again, I'm just repeating myself that there's like an energy of moving on from somebody that's been quite toxic or quite draining in a love situation, in a romantic situation. That just keeps pulling through here. There's a lot of page energy here, particularly the Page of Swords. If it's you, if you're sort of spying on someone else, or continually checking someone's social media, or continually checking when they've been online or something like that, you really need to pull that energy back, because it feels like it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you in a sense of overwhelm. It's keeping you in a sense of like you're not being chosen, or you're missing out on something. And that is absolutely not the case. That is absolutely not the case. And as soon as you can sort of stop looking at that and stop driving yourself mad with that, you're really going to be able to like see it for what it is. Because at the moment you're not seeing clearly in some way. You're not seeing somebody's true colours. So yeah. So I hope this helps. Have a great March. I'm sorry that it was mostly love related for those of you that are happy and settled, and you know, maybe this isn't so relevant for. But if it does resonate, drop me a comment and let me know.